Here's a beetle. He's being weird. I think maybe he just needs to get flipped. Funny. All right, guys. So the road here is a little bit sketchy. I don't recommend coming out here unless you got a nice, a car that's gonna make it out here. Not like an old crappy car. Probably not a good idea. Zoe and Luna thought the ride was really bumpy. They kept trying to get on my lap. But I'm here now at Topaz Mountain here in Utah. And we're gonna get set up. I'm gonna put the car in the shade so the dogs have a spot to hang out. And we're gonna crack some rock and find some more topaz crystals. What? How exciting. Sorry, crystal collector, I'm not trying to steal your catchphrase, but what? Like, that's natural. Okay. So I've been here about 15 minutes and I've already found a handful of crystals. Some of them are really nicely terminated and some of them are actually pretty large, like that one by my thumb. It's got some stuff on it, but hopefully we can get some of that off. Like I said, I just got here. I'm paying for the privilege to be in a recent blast area, so I'm looking through some pretty fresh stuff. Most of this I found on the floor, some of it I found in pockets. But I'm going to go and get my sifters and go from there because I think the sifting will give me some good results. So I made it back up the hill with the sifters and it's going pretty well so far. Let's see how it goes. Here we go. Before I can even put a shovelful in, probably one of the best crystals of the day just pops out of the pocket right when I started filming. I mean, it's just in the dirt here because what happened was a few days ago they came by and blasted this area. So now there's just a bunch of rubble on the floor here. What I'm doing is digging it with my shovel and putting it in my sifter. And little crystals are popping right out. Just like that. When the blasts go off, it loosens the crystals. So a lot of times they'll just fall right out of the little pockets. And this is really hard rock, guys. So like breaking rock all day, it gets super exhausting. So when you bring the right tools for a job, it makes it a lot easier. And it's gonna make it a lot more productive and allow me to pull a lot more crystals today. That's cool. It's a rock with some little topaz crystals on it. A horsefly buzzing me. All right. I'll keep that rock over here. And whenever you're sifting, you want to take out your big rocks because they're you want to check them for pockets. And the other thing is that they're going to damage your sifter if you leave them in there when you start doing your shaking motions. There's a really interesting rock. Really shiny crystals on that. Kind of a neat formation. I am sweating, in case you were wondering. The fly is trying to drink from me. So here we go. Let's shake this sift. Oh my gosh, another crystal. They're just all over the sand up here. So let's give this a shake. Again, those bigger rocks, they're gonna block your crystals. You're not gonna see them if you don't get them out of your sifter. Looks like there's nothing in the top this time. I did find one cluster, kind of. Oh, there's one with a little crystal on it. No worries. Always double check your sifters. I think we're gonna have some more success with the smaller stuff in this batch. Let's look underneath real quick, see if anything interesting fell through. And make sure you spread your rocks out nice so that they're not covering up the crystals. And there we have it. That's how you find topaz at Topaz Mountain, you guys. Pay to go to where the fresh blast is because the material is a lot nicer. There's another one, another beautiful terminated topaz crystal. And it's not slowing down. There's still more in here. Always give it a good shake. Move it all around again. There's some more. Beautiful. So that's what we're out here doing today at Topaz Mountain. Come on and check it on out. It's a really nice dig. I believe it's $100 to dig where the fresh blast is, as opposed to like 60, 75, something like that for the lower part of the tailings pile, which they do flip, so that is still worth doing. But if you really want to, if you're gonna put all the effort into coming out here, I would suggest, you know, coming into the nicer part of the tailings where the fresh blasts are. Even under these sifters, a lot of crystals are falling out, so that's pretty cool. We'll see what else we find. Hey you guys, what's up? Been here for about 4 hours so far. Just decided to come down and check on the puppies, make sure they have good shade and water. I've been checking on them periodically. In the shade it's really nice, but in the sun it's really hot. So I decided to take a quick break and come down, make sure I'm plenty hydrated. If you're gonna come out here, make sure you bring sandwiches or something to eat, you know. Make sure you take care of your puppies. Make sure you have a nice place for them to lay down. She's trying to pick up on this jacket and find a good spot. I'm finding a lot of crystals, but the work is really kind of tedious, so I don't really want to just show you guys me going through the sifter over and over and over again. I'll spare you guys that and kind of get closer to the reveal without doing all that. I've got a lot of crystals so far. Some really, really nice ones too. Some really great color, some really great termination, and pretty decent quantity, I think, for what's going on. So yeah, I'm just gonna rest a little bit and then go right back up to my sifters in the same spot. Just digging a hole and sifting through it, and I just keep finding crystals. So as tedious as it might be, it keeps me happy when I pull out these beautiful crystals every now and then. And we'll get to showing you more of those here soon. There are animal lovers here, so these little squirrel chipmunk things are running around a lot. I'm just sitting here eating a sandwich and they started coming up to me. Neat. Cute little critters. As long as they don't get near Luna will have a fit. You stay away from my puppy or she'll chase you around, little squirrel. Alright, have a good day. It's so important to just stop and enjoy the scenery every now and then. You know, when you're out in the middle of nowhere, finding crystals and gorgeous scenery just seem to happen. There's Luna. Zoe's chilling over here. We finally got some shade on the hill so they can hang out up here. Now that people have stopped hammering, they don't like to hammer in so much, so they're fine with me digging and sifting and stuff. Just digging this big old hole over here. Sifting up that big old pile of dirt. Watching the scenery. Pretty great adventure to be on, guys. If anyone wants to come join me on my adventures, let me know. We'll go do some rock hounding. Look at how beautiful these storms are. It's so cool how far away you can see them. I just got a really nice lightning strike right over there. It's not going to do it again right now, of course. But gotta love Utah. Freaking beautiful place. Topaz Mountain, great scenery. Hey guys, what's up? I'm here on the next day. I'm about to go on another dig, but I've got a little bit of time, so I thought I'd finish out this video by showing you guys how much crystals I got. First, I want to say this is not a typical amount of crystals. I did everything I could to get as much as I could. I brought sifters. I paid the extra to go under the blast area, and she put me right on the spot, and then I stayed right on the spot the whole time. So that's kind of what you have to do if you want to get the most stuff. I'm really, really satisfied with the stuff that I got. So let's show you now. All right, so it kind of looks like a pile of gravel from far away, most of it, but you can kind of tell those are topaz. So let's just go straight into it. Look at these crystals. I mean, beautiful. The colors, the terminations. There's not too much matrix material on these. These are very valuable crystals. If they were to be faceted on a machine, they would be upwards of $100 a carat. Okay, so let's say this crystal here right now is probably about, I don't know, 7 carats. I don't know. I'm just making stuff up. But someone told me that if it was cut, it would be 1.5 carats, meaning that's $150 crystal once it's faceted. I don't know how much faceting I want to do. They're so pretty on these ones. I'm sure over here, maybe we could pull a few carats out of like the chips that aren't terminated as much, because there is plenty of this material as well. So if I do need a faceter, or if anybody out there wants to try and facet some topaz, let me know. So yeah, check it out. It's literally, it's a huge amount of topaz. I mean, every one of those is part of a crystal. There's a lot of rock matrix on this material, but you can find crystals that just like, there's hardly any on that, right? Look at that one. So yeah, that's all I was doing yesterday, was pulling these out of the sifter all day, and that's why I got so much. Just hard work and preparation and being in the right place. There was other people that were there, and their technique was just to go around and pick up rocks and whack them with hammers. And while that works sometimes, yeah, you find rocks with a lot of pockets and you break them open and there's crystals, sure. Being prepared and sifting under the blast area is the way to go as far as return on energy. The people that were out there trying to break boulders and stuff, they were only out there for a couple hours and then they got tired and left, because they didn't really get that much, and they were working really hard. And that's, you don't have to work really hard. You just pay a little bit more. You're going through a lot of effort to get out there, and it's like 40 bucks more or something, which is like minuscule compared to, you know, the amount of crystals that you get in return. Like, let's say the people who got a lot probably got that much compared to that. So, you know, do things right, you'll get more stuff. Thanks for watching today's video, everybody. Please make sure to subscribe. It helps me a lot to know that everybody's watching. I really enjoy making this content, and I'd like to get monetized one day, so I need about 900 more subscribers or so. So we'll see you out there on the trail. Make sure to get your own adventure. Like, start planning it now. Whatever you're thinking in your head, oh, I want to go to that one place I heard about. Do it. Put it on your map, mark the date on your calendar, and go and do it. And let me know about it. Let me know about your adventures out there, what you guys have been up to, what you've been digging recently. I want to know all about it. Talk to me in the comments. I'll see you around. Peace.